discuss everything that the Kansas City Chiefs need to do to go back to back to back. But first, Chiefs Kingdom, now that is out the way. Number one, the most obvious one, the Chiefs need to get their wide receiver situation figured out. Brett Veach, he brought in Marquise Hollywood Brown, and that's going to be great. But Rashee Rice, he's pending a possible suspension from the NFL, so I do expect him to be out for a few games, so you can expect to have him out for a few games. I think Marquise Brown is going to do good. I think he has potential to get over 1,000 receiving yards here in Kansas City, but other than Hollywood Brown and Rashee Rice, who's going to miss a few games most likely, who else do you have? You really don't have much. I mean, Kadarius Toney, he's still Kadarius Toney. Sky Moore, he's still learning. I do expect him to take a little bit of a jump, but I think we just need to realize that Sky Moore is probably always just going to be that wide receiver 3. I'm hoping I'm wrong. Hopefully he proves me wrong. But I just don't see Sky Moore ever being that star receiver that we hoped. But hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully he can prove us all wrong. You do have Nico Remigio, who was well on his way to making the roster last year before getting hurt. I do think he's going to make the 53-man roster this year, and I do think he also has potential to get around 700 receiving yards. I thought he was a really great player. I'm surprised he went undrafted, and I'm glad Brett Veach picked him up because I think he has potential to be a great, great player. So, again, I do think he's going to make the 53-man roster. But other than that, you really do not have many, many great receivers. You got Hollywood Brown, Rashee Rice, Nico Remigio, Kadarius Toney, who can hopefully step up, Sky Moore, who can hopefully step up. And if the Chiefs don't select a wide receiver in the first round, you're probably wondering, what are they going to select? Well, it's probably going to be offensive tackle. And you look at the Chiefs' left tackle spot right now, and it's not very good. You got Wanya Morris, who struggled last year. I do like Wanya. I think he has potential to be the starting left tackle for this team in a few years, but right now he showed he's just not ready yet. He needs to sit behind a veteran, observe, and learn a little bit more. So if I'm Brett Veach, this is what you should probably do. I think you just bring back Donovan Smith, a guy that knows the system, and he did okay. You let him play for a year, give him a vet minimum 1-year deal, and then next year in the draft or next year in free agency, if you think you need to, you can address the left tackle spot, and I do think they need to. But this year, I think it'd be the best option to go would be to select a wide receiver just because of Rashee Rice possibly getting a few games suspended. And I still think you just got to get a receiver. The receiver room was quite rough last year. So bringing in the guy, Keon Coleman, Devontae Walker, it doesn't matter. I think you got to bring in somebody. But if you don't select a receiver in the first round, it's got to be offensive tackle. And I think the perfect guy at pick 32 would be Patrick Paul from Houston University. He's a great player. He can help protect Patrick Mahomes in his prime. Mahomes is in his prime, and he needs to make sure his blind side is protected. And right now, the Chiefs don't have that. So hopefully they get that figured out. If not this year, next year for sure. Defensively, Steve Spagnuolo, Chris Jones, that whole defense, they got to have a top 10 defense again. They shocked us this year. They had a top 5 defense. They did phenomenal. We won the Super Bowl because the defense helped out tremendously. I'm not saying the offense didn't do any work in the playoffs because Marcus Valdes-Scantling stepped up a bunch. Travis Kelce did a lot, so did Patrick. But I'm saying the defense carried us in the regular season, and that's just a fact. So, defensively, the Chiefs need to have a top 10 defense again to help us get back to the Super Bowl. I'm not thinking Buffalo makes the playoffs. I think Buffalo misses the playoffs. Baltimore is still going to be good. Cincinnati, I fully expect them to be good if Joe Burrow is healthy. Houston, they're going to be dynamic. I think we'll meet them in the playoffs. And they're possibly the best team in the AFC right now behind the Chiefs. So they got to get their stuff together offensively and defensively. I think if you can fill that left tackle position, you take care of your receivers and make sure you have a top 10 defense again, I think the Chiefs are well on their way to doing something that's never been accomplished before in NFL history, and that's back-to-back-to-back Super Bowl championship victories. With that being said, do you think the Chiefs are going to three-peat? Let me know in the comments down below. My opinion, I think they are going to do it. I think if they can stay healthy, I think they have a great chance to do it as long as they can do all those things I just named off. And with that being said, more videos coming out soon. Like, share, subscribe. Peace.